good night, my people. How are you doing? This is your girl Charmaine jumping on to say today is Transformation Tuesday. So if you are on my YouTube for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are on my TikTok, please can I get some taps on the screen? And of course, if you're on my Facebook, thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome on all the platforms. As I say, we're going to talk about confidence tonight. What have you learned about confidence? What have I learned about confidence? For some people, confidence is easy. So they just go do their thing, they get their confidence, and it's all good and go move on to the next. For other people, confidence is not so easy. They have to build on confidence. You might be saying, how can I build on confidence? Well, you have to try it, you have to do it, you have to mess it up and go again. You can't back down if you come out of your comfort zone and you do something, I have all the confidence, want to get this done, and you get shot down. Don't go and crawl back under the rock. Suck it up and go again. Because that's the only way you're going to build your confidence. Building your confidence is not getting shot down and then you go under a rock and don't do anything again. You have to be consistent. You have to keep going at it. Keep going at it. Because the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Trust me, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Confidence for some people is a hard hurdle to go over. For others, it's neither here nor there. However, I would say to you, if you're one of those persons who you have to really, really build that confidence, start it and don't stop. Even when you get shot down, don't stop. Don't stop going. Because each day you get better, you get stronger. And yes, you get more confident. I mean, lessons that I have learned from meeting new people, oh gosh. You have to you have to be genuine in what you're doing. You have to know that everyone you talk to, you're building a relationship with that person. So when you ask a question, ask it genuinely and listen to the answer. Don't people will pass someone and say, hey, good morning. How are you doing? But they never stop to hear what the person is doing. I have started to practice when I say, hi, good morning. How are you doing? I stop and turn and listen. The person might be saying, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm awesome. So it's a matter of you're building that confidence. You're doing it. But you also have to listen when people are talking. And some people you approach, they're stonewall. That's okay. You feel that little thing in your tummy, but you just suck it up and you move on. Some people you pass and you have an encounter with, they're welcoming, they're engulfing, they're hugging you with their personality, and that's good. But always know, prepare your mind mentally that not everyone you can approach the same way. Some people you can approach and it's, hi, how you doing? And you're talking and they're talking to you. Some people you approach and you're doing the same, hi, how you doing? And they talk and they're not talking to you. They're looking at you like, what you want to know my business for? Why you asking me these questions? So you have to set your mind that each time you approach someone new to talk to, not one size fit all, because it's all different personalities. Even in your family, if if you live in a household of 4 or 5 people, best believe 4 or 5 personalities. So you can't. It's not one size fit all. So condition your mind to that. Each person you meet, they're not the same personality. Personalities are different. And what you do once you get that, thanks for the likes, once you get that concept, then guess what? It's game over because you know that if you approach Charmaine and, hi, how you doing? And you get, I'm okay. You know that you just have to like shake it up a little bit and try and find something that will interest Charmaine and talk about it, right? So, one of the things I've done recently that has pushed me outside my comfort zone totally is that I have started to talk to more people, build more relationships with persons, because if you don't, you can't just go up to someone and start, yep, build relationships. How are you doing? And that came about from my present position that I'm in. So yeah, you have to come out, build relationships with person, and I had to do that in the sense that naturally I love people. I love to generally know how people are doing, but sometimes you pass some people and you're like, their face don't look too nice. I'm not gonna talk to them. But I came out of my comfort zone and stopped doing that. Doesn't matter who I pass. It's like, hi, how are you? Stop and listen how they doing. And funny enough, some people that 30 seconds that you stop and listen and they talk to you and you said, listen, people have it worse than you, or you know, it could be worse, or girl, it's Tuesday, Friday will soon be here. That kind of thing. So I stepped out of my comfort zone by not mentally judging persons, who to say hi to, who to genuinely listen to, and I start to listen to everyone, start to say hi to everyone, start to communicate with everyone. It wasn't easy. Trust me, it was not easy. However, it's being done and I'm being consistent with it. So growth starts when you're willing to try something different. And you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. So if you're in a spot in your life and you're comfortable, it's not where you want to be, but you're comfortable. Something is telling me to tell you to poke yourself a bit and go into a space where you're uncomfortable. You can build yourself more, because guess what? When you do that, you're one more step ahead. Don't just sit back and like, "God, I'm comfortable sitting right in this corner. I don't need to." No, because another thing is, don't be the smartest person in the room. How are you going to get to know more stuff? How are you going to get to work your mind and challenge yourself? Be in a room and you're not the smartest person. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, CJ, and thanks for the likes on my TikTok. But go into a room where you're not the smartest person. If you're the smartest person, change your room. If you're in the room and you're comfortable, change the room. Get uncomfortable. Do things that will stretch you. It's like an elastic. You know when you stretch that elastic, it never really goes back into that small, rigid state. It's more flexible. So keep stretching. Keep stretching yourself. Keep getting uncomfortable to get comfortable. And before you know it, oh, confidence is going to be your second nature. That's how it works. Stretch yourself so much that confidence is going to be your second nature. So I'm going to leave this with you. Growth starts when you're willing to try something different. What are you willing to try different today to push yourself up? Sit for a moment, think about it. Can I challenge you also? Tomorrow, push yourself a little bit more. You'd be surprised how much confidence you're going to have. Have a good night, and your girl will be seeing you, yes, tomorrow evening again. So have a good night. And remember, stress